why I think that it's high time for us to start a kind of an adventure. Our lesson will be dedicated, I guess, I hope that breaks, will be dedicated to traveling, of course. And no wonder that our topic is discover the world of travel, of course. In this context, I ask you to look at the whiteboard and to look at the one. And to express your opinion on such a quotation. Dima, please read it out.
To travel is to live. Hans Christian Andersen.
By the way, the first question is, who is Hans Christian Andersen? Okay, please.
He was a Danish writer
Okay.
who wrote, I don't remember
What kind of works did he write, actually?
for children's stories. Yes.
What? For kids, but how do you call them, by the way?
Fairy tales.
Fairy tales, you got it right. Okay, so he said the phrase. So, what's your point? Why did he say such words? Please express your point.
I think that he said this because through traveling people see the world and they can meet new people, see new things, and they live.
Okay, you got it right. Anybody, please? You know.
Travel is to live, I guess. It's you will get new emotions, new people, and have fun.
Have fun. Anything of them, please?
I think he said this because traveling is discovering new countries and learning new information that we were useful.
Okay, that's right. I do agree. You got it right. But I want also, everybody knows some outstanding people. But I guess that all of us can express their opinion on such a question. So please have a look at this slide. What is traveling for you? Think 10 seconds and try to express your point on this way. You ready? Ready to do it, please.
For me, traveling is new emotions. And
Traveling is new emotions. Traveling is new emotion. Why not? You can be here because one thing. Traveling is emotions, right? Okay, please the next one. Anybody? Sasha.
For me, traveling is learning new cultures, religions, and other parts of humanity.
For humanity, you got it right. Okay, listen.
It is attractive time with our friends or our family.
Our families. Okay, you got this right. So, thank you for being sincere. But for me, traveling is just something unusual. It's just something miraculous, and I discover things when I go to some extraordinary places. I also have wanderlust when traveling. Can you guess? Marta? Can you guess the meaning of this word? Wanderlust. Okay, wait a second, please. Let's divide it into parts. Maybe you will get the. Time is needed, of course. So, Grisha, what do you say?
If we divide it into parts, wander is to travel, to
Okay.
roam around.
In what way?
To travel and see.
Traveling like willingly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with that burning desire. You got this right, and
Last
The
is
second
an urge to do something.
it's like a burning desire, right? So, just the full definition sounds like, Masha, will you please? Okay, can you see? Please.
Wanderlust as strong desire or art to travel and explore the world.
Okay, that's right. So urge is again the burning desire to have some wanderlust. What are, by the way, the destination that people can travel to having such wanderlust? What are the destinations? I see only Grisha is working. Anybody? Dima, please.
To see the Jesus Christ statue in Brazil.
In Brazil, you say it. Okay, there's the place. What do you say?
They can go to the place which is, I think, shown on this photo. I believe this is fjords in Norway. Which
Maybe.
Are beautiful.
Okay. And I was telling so the places, the countries, anything. Anybody? Veronica?
Theaters, museums.
Okay, you got this right. But generally, without what, it's impossible to travel. If we have something, what mountains are situated somewhere? Oceans are situated, not oceans, but maybe some valleys, some monuments, some sites are situated where? Where can they be situated? Okay, what do you think?
Even in different countries.
In different countries.
And-
That's exactly what they wanted from countries have got these things. In that way, I want to ask you such a question. How many countries are there in the world? Say approximately. Make a guess, try doing.
About 2,000.
2,000?
200.
200? Okay, let it be. What's your point?
I think that there are only 948 countries.
148, 200, what's your point?
I guess that is only nearly 400.
400 countries. Okay, who says more? Who says more? 2,000, but no, unfortunately. Less than 400? Okay, Grisha, what's your
It's
point?
very hard to exactly know how many countries there are because some are recognized not by all countries, like Kosovo or Hong Kong.
So some diplomatic problems,
Yeah.
right, in the country.
So
But
around
approximately.
200.
By the way, how do you guess? The correct answer has been already announced by someone. How do you say? What is the correct answer? It's 200 approximately, yes.
198.
198 approximately, but again, some new countries may emerge and so on and so forth. So, right now, working pairs, you've got exactly 1 minute, so you might help me to pass it over to the others. What do? You working pairs, so 1 piece of paper is needed. Write down as many names of the countries as possible within 1 minute. Time starts right now. Do it. I'm used to it. Working careers, I remind you. Half a minute left. Five seconds. Make a stop here. So, put your pens down, pencils with them, and we start. So, how do we work? We work in line. Each pair pronounces only one country. Each pair pronounces one country. Do it.
Germany.
Germany, you got this.
The UK.
But, I'm sorry for interrupting you, of course. I have told you about the fact that you have not to pronounce the country that has been mentioned already. Please. Grisha, one more time. The UK, then Canada,
France.
France, or France, right?
France.
Host parents, by the way, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sri Lanka, you say Spain, then Brazil, then Norway, accepted, then Veronica, the USA might be added, please, yes.
Italy,
Okay, accepted. Japan,
Romania,
okay, accepted. And then one more thing, okay.
Poland.
Poland,
Serbia.
okay.
Egypt,
China.
China, okay.
India.
Okay, and then one more.
That is
One more thing. The Netherlands, you got this right. Luckily, you haven't pronounced the name of the country, but we are going to travel to, which I'm really glad because you're going to get to know some more countries. Of course, countries are alright, but to start a good and productive traveling, an unforgettable journey, people have to do one important thing, a preparation. In what way do people prepare? What do they do before traveling? Alicia.
They also have to pack their things.
That's the first. Then, up them.
Then they need to buy or make some food or drinks.
Food or drinks, so you say beverages, so we say, okay then.
to prepare the documents.
Correct. By the way, what documents are needed? Two main ones. You know which name them?
Passport
And? Without, to some countries you need it, to some countries you don't.
Visa.
A visa, you got it right. Anything? Please.
they need to raise a hotel.
Hotel. Okay, got this. Yeah, I got this.
My tickets to travel.
To travel and so on and so on. But in this list that you have said, what in your opinion is the most essential one, and that you definitely start it with?
Maybe documents, passport and visa, because without them you can go to a country, you can
Okay.
leave a country.
And
To earn money for the school.
a good one. I like it so much because no money, no honey, as people say, right? Yet also sometimes people say that when you even have traveled, people who have wanderlust may have a kind of a passion for packing things as well. In this way, I ask you such a question. What do you start packing things with? Anybody? Anybody? Please.
Usually my essential clothes, which I usually wear.
Okay. Okay.
Then always I usually find some things that I can do in a travel when I am traveling.
When you're on a travel, right?
Waste some time.
Okay, to waste some time. Okay. Okay, you say things, you say clothes, right? Sometimes people take some more things than these that you have mentioned. In that way, I want you to decide on the things that people can take to some peculiar destinations. For example, like to the northern, to the southern countries, or both. Okay? So, you need to use the structures. I suppose, let's say so, skis, are taken to maybe northern countries. I think that's right. Is that as clear? I guess so. Let's start. Raise your hands, okay? And just, we do it, I mean, like this, in that way. Risha, please.
I believe that sometimes people take sometimes to warm countries because they need to protect their heads from the sun.
I guess that's right. Okay. You know.
Portable charger to both countries because it's very important.
These are very important things. Or this is ever, okay?
I think they must have gold with them because southern countries have more rains or other.
And by saying this, you mean what? That not only southern or northern, but both of them, right? Need it, okay?
I think gas is used in northern and southern one. It's used everywhere, even in space. Gas is used everywhere.
Okay, why not? Why not? Okay, Alina.
In my opinion, if you go to the southern countries, you have to take flip-flops.
Agree with you on this. Anybody, Elise?
I guess that when people go to the warm countries, they usually bring sunglasses because it is so warm.
Okay, but I doubt. What about if the snow, for example, is extremely wide? Let's say so Antarctica, right, or Arctica, or Norway. Won't you take it sunglasses too? I think that you should take them because you will be just blind, maybe. Okay.
I think they need backpack and medication because you can be injured in both.
Wait a second. What do you do? So sunglasses, backpack and medication. Okay, is the task clear? We should say first aid kit, and you have to make a decision, right? First aid kit, and you say that it's taken to both. For example, we do it like this. Okay, so please be more attentive. I tell you.
I think boots can be taken to both northern and southern countries because in southern countries there can be quite a lot of mud and in northern a lot of sun.
Yes. Okay, let's make it faster. I see that you can do it, but let's do it a little bit quicker. So you say the word and only the country, both southern or northern. Let's do it like this, Sasha.
First aid kit, both.
First aid kit, both. Then Sophia. Can you see it, by the way?
No.
Okay, Masha, help your sister. Toiletry. Dima.
I don't know this.
Toiletry? Okay, anybody? What's this? Both, but what's this toiletry? Toiletry, these are the things that you take for a hygiene, like a toothbrush, soap, and so on and so forth. You got this? Okay, the next one. You. Mostly. What about northern Can't you swim just in some extreme things? No, let's say a real boat. Then, Sveta. Veronica. Northern. Most. What about southern? What about the mountains? What about the snow? Maybe both.
Cash everywhere, both northern and southern.
Okay, Dima, the next one.
Swiss Army knife is used everywhere.
Okay, got this. Then, them.
Because I think that you need this in southern countries.
In southern countries, you got this medication.
Both
Alisa?
countries.
Both, and finally,
Wait.
both countries. Okay, I think that we're equipped already. Then, if we have decided on the things to take, if we have already prepared, let's say, so our documents, what is the most essential thing? The most essential thing of our traveling.
Cash and tickets.
What haven't we decided yet?
Way of traveling, the means of traveling.
The means of traveling and actually
Destination.
the destination. We got this right, of course. I will give you some hints to make you guess what place is our destination for today. I look at these. What's this, by the way?
It's a compass.
It's easier because you can see it, of course. I'm sure that your geography lessons, you know the site, the parts of the world, but a hint of mine. We are going to travel to southwest destination. And, wait a second, don't be in a hurry. Have a look at the world map. Try to see what is the continent.
It's Brazil.
Is Brazil, you say, we'll say the continent?
It's a South America.
South America, but unfortunately it's not Brazil. Okay, what's your point?
Well, I believe that it's 100% South America,
Okay.
but I'm not sure which country because there are a lot of interesting places.
Okay, there are not so many of them, but yet we've got some problems. Okay, for doing this, some hints. Yura, have a look, and just it will. I hope it will do us good. Okay, Yura, read it for everyone.
It is the longest country in the world from north to south.
Any ideas?
I think it's Chile.
Dima, it's Chile, of course. What's your mark in geography, by the way?
10.
Which is good. It means that you know. Okay, but then it's not no wonder. Okay, nevertheless, Masha, let's have some more facts where we are going to travel because without knowing the country, without knowing the climate, it's impossible to take the necessary things, of course. So, what's this?
The climate of the country is extremely diverse.
Diverse. Give me the definition to the word, please, in English, of course.
Diverse is if something is diverse, it is different in many ways.
Yes, correct you are. Let's move on. The next one. Yes, that's right. Okay, Artem.
During the world driest year, it has the rain or snow there for more than 400
400 years. So when you say the Sahara is the driest place, unfortunately, it's not the right thing. We're going, by the way, to discover this exact destination. Let's move on. Of course, let's do it a little bit quicker because we have already got it. But be careful here, because there are no snakes, poisonous snakes. I mean, they can't reflect for you to get understanding, better understanding, and so on. And of course, by the way, what is the capital of the country? Dima, what is the capital of the country? You say?
It's Santiago. It's the biggest city in this country.
Okay, good job. And finally, what have we got? And finally, for those who still haven't got the idea where it is situated somewhere here, right? It's truly the longest country. Do not take Russia because it is it's the biggest country, but the longest, according from north to the south, is Chile. We're going to take our place. By the way, what is the means of transport that should be taken? You say?
From Ukraine, it's a plane,
Okay.
or if you really like traveling, you can go by boat.
By boat, but it will be a far away distance.
Yeah.
It will take lots of time. So I suggest going from this place. Let's see, going from this place. What's this? Any ideas? Any ideas to say?
It's Boryspil Airport.
Boryspil Airport to see. Okay, by the way, any other airports in Ukraine that can take you to some destinations, not including Chile, of course.
I believe there's an airport in Lviv.
In Lviv,
and
that.
in Odessa.
In Odessa, okay, and not only three, I tell you that there are more, okay?
Maybe in Kharkiv. and,
Kharkiv, okay.
In Kyiv.
Right? No, the biggest ones, yes, in Zaporizhia and Mykolaiv, so on and so forth. Still, Let's imagine that we're already there. Of course, it's impossible, but I wish we could do it. We could do it. And we are going to have some two destinations, and the first one will be connected with some kind of business. Dima, grammar comma, pay attention. I remind you of the fact, Dima, read out the rule.
The article the is used with the names of deserts.
No other ways but to use only them with all the articles. For example, the Sahara or the Sahara Desert, the Gobi Desert or the Gobi and so on and so forth. So mind it with this one. Okay? We are going to travel, as I have already told you, to what place? To Chile, and exactly we're going to be, and we're going to have a look at the Atacama Desert. We're going to watch a video, and in the video you will have Dima again, please just spread it. We are going to have some difficult words for understanding. Let's pay attention to them. A snow cap. It is something covering just the mountains. Snow cap in Ukrainian, any guess? Snow cap. Снежная шапка, good job. The next one, a valley. You should know it, but in case, okay? What's this in Ukrainian? Dolina. Then, setting. The surroundings of place in which something is put. What is the setting? The setting of the square. Setting of the desert. What this? Okay, розташування типу, те, що знаходиться там. The next one, Dima, your favorite word perhaps?
Steam is водяна пара.
Okay, you got this right, but not only, right? We know what we're talking about. Then what's this? A dip. It's a quick swim somewhere. Then a highlight. It is the most exciting, entertaining, using part. And alien, my favorite word out of the whole. What's this?
It's чужий.
Чужоземний, неземний, і так далі, і тому подібне. Dear students, we're ready to have and to start actually our journey. Your task right now to watch the video and to take down the activities that are supposed for performing or for doing actually in this desert. The available ones, of course. So please, we are watching the video only once, so please be really attentive. Be really attentive. Wait a second, because it takes time. Fortunately, luckily. Wait a second, I'm sorry, doesn't matter. Wait a second.
It was for
Okay,
later,
couple
for
of
dancing,
issues.
not now.
What's happening here? Let's do it like this and one more time. Okay, wait a second. Okay, let's do it the following way because it takes time not to waste because we're in a hurry, of course. Not only one place is going to be here.
With bubbling geysers, luscious lagoons, snow-capped volcanoes, and the Valley of the Moon, welcome to the Atacama Desert, the driest place on Earth. We are at the geysers in northern Chile. At 4,320 meters, these are the highest geysers in the world. And as you can see, they're in a pretty spectacular setting too. The best time to come to the Altatio geysers is at sunrise, when the steam pours off the bubbling water in the cold morning air. And forget having a shower. The only way to wake up here is to dip in the hot springs. There are plenty of beautiful sights here in the Atacama Salt Flats, but one of the highlights is Back to Lagoon with its beautiful pink flamingos. It was just amazing seeing these pink flamingos in the wild. And the nearby lagoons of Miscanti and Minneapolis also are a real highlight for me. Just 13 kilometers from San Pedro to Atacama is the Valley de la Luna, the Valley of the Moon. And as you can see, it's out of this world. The Valley de la Luna arguably has the most striking scenery in the Atacama Desert, and I absolutely loved hiking and exploring this incredible landscape. With the world's highest geysers, hot springs to warm up in, stunning mountain lagoons, and the alien landscape of the Valley de la Luna, it's no wonder so many people visit the Atacama Desert. It really is so beautiful here.
Wait a second. Don't pay attention to this section. Subscribe. It's not worse. So, I hope that you were able to take down the things that are recommended to do in the desert. So, what are these? By the way, okay, please.
I believe that the first thing we should mention are the
Okay, the gazes, you see? Okay.
which one of the highest.
How do you call, by the way, the brightest moment, the most, just the thing that gets your attention whatsoever? How do you call it? Have a look at highlight. Yes, that's what they wanted. Continue, please.
And this is the biggest geyser in the world.
It's the highest, like the highest, not the biggest, but the highest. Okay. Anybody, please? Joshua.
The second was Legend of Pink Flamingo.
Pink flamingos, you say. Okay, right. What can people do? Because they can what? They can not feed them. It's a challenge. You can just simply throw it. It will be difficult. Yet,
They can take photos of
Take photos,
flamingos,
right.
They can just look what they do, how the
Okay.
flamingos live.
and they can observe, them,
Yeah.
right? That's it. And this is the next point for them.
Next one, I think this is kind of incredible landscape because there is a very strange forms of this landscape.
Landscape, the forms. Okay, what do they remind you? Or what do they remind people? What planet, let's say? The Mars, Mars, or the Moon? Yes. Okay. Anybody? Yulia, what do you say?
Many people visit it, and it's well fascinating and amazing.
But why do they visit it? The task is what can people do there, right? Yulia? Okay, Alish.
They can hike in this mountain. They can explore the caves, all
Mhm.
which are present in this in the mountains of this
Mhm.
valley. And also one thing was not mentioned. It was a fact that also hot springs in this desert.
So it's so a person is able to do what? in
to
this-
dip in this
To dip in these things, right? In these
to wake up.
forms of water. Let's say, right? That's the answer. Anybody? Anybody? Masha, Sophia, Alina? Okay. What about? Maybe everything has been mentioned. That's why I'm sorry, but we have no other options according to the video only. Still, there are more options, and to get some more activities which hasn't been mentioned in the video, you read the text. You got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to be through with it, and do task B, please. Anybody? So. When you're through, raise your hand, so for me to see, okay? 1 minute is left. Seconds. Okay, I see. Okay, good job. Time's up. Stop where you are if you aren't ready, and so, Dima, please, the first task.
The first task. In the Atacama Desert, it never rains, but the last rain was in 1970.
Okay, but I see that people have got their points. Yulia, what do you see? Okay, and as I usually tell you, you have to find the proofs in the text. Prove it with your the words, please. Okay, of them.
Last train there was in 1971.
1971. But before that, again, I want you to expand the information picture.
I'm afraid you gave me the wrong text.
The wrong text?
Yeah. You gave
Have-
me a text about Easter Island. And
Oh
I
my
didn't-
gosh.
I didn't know.
Oh my gosh. It happens sometimes. For how many years hasn't it rained? Risha.
From 400 years old.
For 400 years, right. That's the main thing. Number 2, Danya, please.
Then the people who live here are NASA scientists.
Nice science, you say? Okay, why not? But
I think B. It is villagers.
can you prove it?
Because but in the village of нет.
Sasha, please.
But there are some small villages on the edge of it.
Small villages, first to right. NASA scientists only come and go. They don't live there constantly. They come and go for some exploration or whatsoever. Number 3, Alina.
The people in Chernobyl have more water than before, because villagers say we're happy because now we can have a shower every day and we can water our
Alina, a little bit louder, right? So they can have what every day?
shower.
Shower, but recently they didn't have to. They were unable doing this. Finally,
The Atacama Desert is a very good place.
Atacama. Pronunciation, please. Desert altogether. Desert.
Desert.
Okay, please.
Very good place to go if you want to see stars.
To see stars. That's the right thing. By the way, in the text, you were. Wait a second. I'm sorry, but help at the second question, please. Sports that people can practice in the area. What? It wasn't in the text. It wasn't in the video yet. How do you say? What's your point? What are the sports that people can practice? Dima.
My point,
Okay.
they can play chess in this area.
Okay, right. Well, in a gaze, just sitting in a lagoon, right? During the gaze. Okay, Captain.
I think they can play badminton because there is a lot of free places.
Of course, why not? Okay.
I think if I was correctly set up and some kind of pitch is built, it would be a great place to play football.
Okay, it would be a great. Okay, why not? Anything? What about jogging? Can people jog in this desert? Yes. Can they? What? What? I'm sorry. Louder, you louder. Yoga is also possible. Anything? Veronica?
Maybe volleyball.
Sometimes, right. But again, any kind of sport, almost. But when it is not too hot, right? At night, maybe. Okay, nevertheless, in the text, you also came across a kind of a notion, which looks and named under NASA. What is NASA? Aisha, please.
It's American
You can
Space,
see it. You can
and
see it.
it's American Space Agency, and this it says like National Aeronautic and Space Administration.
Okay, what does this organization do actually? I know that you know, but please.
They taste lunar vehicle
You know what?
transport.
Transport, pronounce the word transport correctly, please. It's in the text, by the way. Who can? Who can? Vehicle. Altogether, vehicle. And one more time. Vehicle.
Vehicle.
Okay, that's right. Okay, anything? Maybe that's it. It is the most known. Have you seen the film Armageddon? Bruce Willis, right? The main role. No. Okay, you will do it maybe someday. Still, this is NASA because there are 360 nights and days without any clouds. Can you imagine? The sun is shining constantly and the sky is really bright. At night, that's why it's possible through doing this. But without visiting Rapa Nui, it's impossible to imagine you're staying in Chile because people say it's a waste of time and money. What is Rapa Nui? You are going to watch the second video right now, but again, as we usually do, what do we do? What? Preparation, some preparation. Значит, Grisha, you got the text already? I believe, that's right. Okay, so Dima, how do you do it? Please speak with. Okay. So, the difficulty that you may come with. So, a sentinel. What's this, Grisha? A sentinel.
It's a person employed to guard something.
And Ukrainian?
Means охоронник.
Охоронник, right? Або часовий, да, той, що охороняє. The next one, Sasha.
A World Heritage Site, a place, for example, an area, building or city that has been put on list by the organization of UNESCO to say that it has special importance and should be.
In Ukrainian, can anybody say it in Ukrainian? World Heritage Site. World Heritage Site. Спадок, щось зі спадком, добре. Світовий, світовий спадок, окей. Що? Світова спадщина, да. So, the objects that are extremely unique and that are protected by the whole mankind, right? In this way, to blossom. In Ukrainian, please. Ukrainian, say it. You have read it. To blossom. Цвісти, Артем. Moai. Can you guess what this, by the way? Moai. You will watch the video. That's why no need. You will come across. You will see it. Okay, Grisha, the next one. Legacy.
Legacy. Something that is a part of history or as it reminds from an earlier time.
Okay.
Also, usually it's implied in a positive way.
But the legacy of all the people, legacy. But heritage of some people. You remember this heritage, right? Most. And finally, miraculous, Diva.
Were effective or surprising or difficult to believe.
Difficult to believe. So, dear students, have this glossary in front of your eyes because we're going to watch a video. During watching, take down as many details or as much information as possible. Dates, data, numbers, dates, important points. Wait a second because again, it will work. If it doesn't, I will do it really a bit more details.
Imposing stone sentinels stand guard on Rapa Nui, a volcanic island that anchors the western point of the Polynesian Triangle in the South Pacific. You might know it as Easter Island. About 42% of the island is Rapa Nui National Park, a World Heritage property established in 1995 to preserve the natural and cultural wonders of this Chilean territory. This Polynesian outpost blossomed in isolation, developing a distinct architectural and artistic culture. Moai, the enormous heads that dot the landscape, are the lasting legacy of this ancient society. The effort to construct these monuments and move them around the island must have been considerable. But no one knows exactly why the Rapa Nui people undertook such a task. The hundreds of moai standing on Easter Island today were restored by historians, anthropologists, and archaeologists in the 20th century. To get the best view of the moai, trek to Rano Raraku, where the volcanic rock used in their construction was quarried. Of the 887 remaining statues on the island, roughly 400 are strewn in and around the volcanic crater. While most people visit Rapa Nui to explore its cultural history, the island is also home to some excellent diving, surfing, and enticing beaches. It's miraculous that Polynesian peoples ever reached Rapa Nui in the first place. Getting there today is much easier, but the island is still very far afield. Long flights service Rapa Nui from Chile and Tahiti.
Technical problems as well? Still, I guess you could and you were able to take down the task applied. What is actually the highlight, the main highlight of the island, Sasha?
Main highlight of Moai is
Of the island is
Moai.
the sentinels, which are called Moai, right? So this is from what language? Polynesian, you got it right. So again, that's the way. Okay, and now the main information. What did you get? What did you get? Just we're doing like 1, 2, 3. Okay.
42% of the island is a national park.
A national park. Yes, absolutely true. Yeah. Sasha, please.
A lot of people visit for to learn culture and history.
History, okay, of some culture that. By the way, is the culture on? Can we see the representatives of the island? Can we meet and talk to them? No, because
They killed themselves.
actually it was in the video maybe, but nobody. Was. Okay, let it be. Alina.
Moai is legacy monuments that are situated on the landscape.
Speak up, please. Landscape and so on and so forth. Veronica.
There are more than 8,000 monuments.
8,000 monuments. I'm afraid it's not exact, but
There's 887 of them remain.
okay, 887. Okay, accepted. Anything?
I get that 100 moai are in the island now.
887.
Okay, nevertheless, let's be exact that half of them are standing and you can see them, half of them are not in the finished condition. They may be lying, they may be destroyed or whatsoever. What was the condividend? Dima, what's your point?
I know that some people in this country can get the destiny of Jesus Christ. They can classify themselves. I know this fact.
I can know this. You will tell me maybe later. Okay. Because there are so many things to discover, and in this case, your home assignment will be for tomorrow. Actually, we're going to have this home assignment. You are getting. I believe these are no, Risha will have no assignment. Maybe yes. So each of you gets a copy. You are going to discover this island more, and you're going to do this. You're going to do the task. So spread it to everyone, please. What do? You have to use the necessary words first of all. It's a use of English task. Be careful and get prepared. And everyone do the task. Does everyone have the copy? Does everyone have the copy? Yes, say something, please. Okay, let it be. And we're going to continue our journey to that country. It's not the end, we're going for it tomorrow. And then one more interesting task is awaiting you, but tomorrow. Wait and see. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your participation, for your work. You may go to the lesson, go to your schedule. Thanks.
Thank you.
Uh,